While we're talking about spells that are great picks for Battle Oracle, and technically any other caster that has access to them, let's talk about a certain rank 1 spell that is really good in its niche, and is a valuable option for the entire game, just in its base rank of 1. Infuse Vitality. You can cast Infuse Vitality on a number of targets equal to the number of actions you spent casting the spell, so 1 to 3. And they are buffed to gain 1d4 vitality damage on all of their attacks. Not just one specific weapon. They get it on their main weapon, their unarmed strikes, the sparkly ink pen, and whatever they choose to hit the enemy with. 1d4 vitality damage, which is basically a damaging property rune that applies to anything with negative healing. And undead are probably the most commonly used enemy type in the entire game. 2 of the last 3 adventure paths have started with a big undead attack. 2 of the adventure paths released in Pathfinder 2nd Edition have been undead themed. But the aspect of the spell that really locks it into being incredibly powerful and useful is its secondary effect if you're sanctified. If you're sanctified, you apply whichever trait you have to the strikes that are affected by this spell. So if you're sanctified holy, those strikes will gain the holy trait, and thus trigger any weakness to holy. And holy weakness is the most common weakness in the entire game. So far ahead of number 2, it is 50% above number 2. And I would like to draw attention to the fact that there is a sidebar in the deity section of the player core that specifies that you can get sanctified if you are simply devoted to something that could sanctify you, to the extent of being like a priest level of devotion. So, essentially, all you have to have is that aspect of your character and GM's permission. You do not need to be a specific class or have a specific archetype to gain sanctification. That's just a guaranteed method of getting it. Why is this powerful? Well, putting aside the fact that it's pretty much a damaging property rune against undead, weakness to vitality or holy will be procced, and weaknesses of targets are typically somewhere around their level. If you sanctify and apply 4 sparkly pins a turn, you can kill a pit fiend just with the damage of the spell within 5 turns, just with the damage you are applying extra to the sparkly pins. This being this strong at just rank 1 means later you can casually throw these out as attack superchargers, especially with the spell strikes. You can lay down a 2-action attack on an undead that does a d6 plus a d4 damage that might pop a weakness, or do a similar amount of damage to fiends. It's a really great tool.